Welcome to SoccerSphereHub, episode
2. Shout out to our creative director, Studioteibophotography. You would see the link in the bio, so you can click on it and book with them, please. So, Merry Christmas to our viewers.
Merry Christmas. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, let's get to it. G-Teams, since I last saw you, right? You guys have played 2 games, and you've conceded 7 goals. I won't even say you scored 3. You were gifted 2 goals by Fraser Foster. What happened?
Why can't we just start with, Arsenal, City?
No, this was my game of the weekend. So
Which one?
Man U,
We're not rivals with Bournemouth. You've not been told.
Yeah, I know they own.
The second time we lost 3-0 at Old Trafford, back to back.
I know. I just want to hear from you. Yeah.
Disgraceful.
Oh, yeah.
Those boys should probably open a farming business or something. Most of them should not be footballers.
But
These guys are poor.
I thought Amorim was going to change things.
Slowly but surely. Rome wasn't built in a day. And I think with Manchester United, there's so much virus in the team. Lazy players. I mean, he was addressing the press and we had a leaky roof. Now, yesterday was the mice infestation. So the club is in shit.
What's happening there?
I think he might get frustrated over time and just leave.
I don't think so. It's still early. No transfer window. He needs a year or 2 at least.
Those guys are poor. To think I set an alarm I was so excited, let me watch these boys play and, murder Bournemouth. First goal, I'm like, we're still in the game. Moment of madness from us.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting what I saw.
We couldn't even
0-2, and then it was what? Hussein, Kluivert, and Semenyo.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any chances?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so what happened?
I mean, we had about 20-plus shots, and I think 7 on targets. Those guys are not just good enough. They are simply not just good enough. And the setup at times to restrict threats from the other side. So most times we operate from Ahmad's wing. Because the other side, Dalo has to run the entire length of the pitch from back to front. And Dalo is not so good offensively. He's a guy that looks bougie. You think he's doing what he's supposed to do up front. Because he can, do the step overs and all that. But when it comes to the outputs, you realize he's not there. He's just a very average.
Second season in a row, you guys got beat at home by Bournemouth. The same scoreline.
We're rivals now. So we're national rivals.
It's safe to say this is your boogie team now, right?
Yeah.
This is your boogie team.
Nah, it's horrible.
I was surprised. Like 3-0 at home again. I mean, Bournemouth, they're 5th now, right?
Yeah.
Great season for them. Great season they are having.
With 13th.
All right, let's move on to City and Aston Villa. 2-1, Duran, Rogers. Then Foden got one at the 93rd minute.
Finally.
Let's move on. City
no fans.
They have no fans. They are not worth our time.
Yeah.
So 2-1 City as usual. They lost again. Brentford Forest. Forest won 2-0.
And I think this was the first time Brentford was losing at home in a while.
Yeah, they've not lost all season. I think they had only 1 tie.
Yeah.
And it's been high-scoring games, 4-3, Mbeumo and
I think we should give it up for Forest. They've had a decent first half of the season. So hopefully they can carry on with at least half that form into the second half and end up top 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
At least get some European football.
And shout out to Aino for the goal.
Yeah.
He helped me in my FPL again.
15 points.
So good. And Elanga with the second goal.
You get it. Not you boy now.
Who?
Elanga.
Yeah, please.
That goal should count for something.
It should count for what? For a Man U product? Nah. None of that. We're not having that today, man. Ipswich, Newcastle.
Newcastle murdered those guys. I mean, I feel sorry for them. Relegation is almost certain now, so...
Ipswich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are going down. They are going down for sure. For sure. Isak, first hat-trick.
Yeah, my boy. I'm so proud of on the last episode, we were speaking about Isak and Gyökeres being some of the best talents in Europe.
I want Isak at Arsenal.
I know.
I want Isak at Arsenal.
Hopefully not.
So he got a hat-trick. Help me again in my FPL.
Yeah.
I think what?
17 points.
It was
17 points.
It was high. And then Murphy with the goal.
Jacob Murphy has been doing well lately. I think he's had like 3-4 goals in the last two
games,
so,
and I think he had an assist too. Yeah, he did assist one. Yeah, with the back heel.
Yeah,
yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Newcastle doing well on the rise. We'll see. We'll see where they go. And then on to West Ham, Brighton.
2 poor teams. Let's just move on.
Yeah, one tie, boring game. Kudu scored. Did you see the celebration?
Yeah, the stool.
Yeah, the stool.
You know the history with the stool says where it's from.
That's what the Chiefs
used
to sit on in Ghana.
And I think some of you also joined him too.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it was good to see.
my bro.
It was good to see.
Crystal Palace, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
You know, this was my request on the last episode. I said, Arteta, please give me something to be joyful about, right? And this is the kind of Arsenal I like to watch, right?
But you know, you guys who scored like 2 goals from set pieces.
No. I disagree. Which goals? No, that wasn't a direct.
It was still a set piece. Come on.
You know what? I'm happy for Jesus. 2 goals it's 3 goals in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
He should have gotten a hat-trick, right?
No, he scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
So 5.
Yeah, 5 goals in the last 2 games. Yeah, he should have gotten one more, right?
Yeah, and then
his header hit the post, and he got the shots.
I think Havertz or Martinelli
rebounded it, right? Yeah.
Decent player.
Great game. The tactics, Arteta tuned it out, right? He changed
Sort
it.
of.
Yeah. We were in a 4-4-2 in our defensive shape, right? And offensively, we took risks, right? And that's what I like to see. You concede chances, right?
But you can outscore your opponent. Once you have quality up front, you're definitely going to outscore.
Exactly. 2 seasons ago, that's what we did. First half, we go out there and we just blaze these teams out, and then you control the game after that, right?
That's what Liverpool does now.
But now, the sad thing is Saka is out, right?
For a couple of weeks.
And when Arteta tells you it's going to be a couple of weeks,
months.
Get ready for months.
Yeah.
That's
sadly.
Sometimes he says, oh, we don't know, then maybe it's a few weeks, right? When he says it's going to be a few weeks, I'm scared. Because he was on crutches leaving the stadium, right?
Yeah.
That's
sad to see, our boy from Nigeria, sad to see. But I think it's been overused. Like I've always told you, I think that guy needs to rest. Because he's young, he's played some 6 seasons for England, for Arsenal, no rest.
I agree.
Even for games, he should be rested. He's still Carabao. He's had so much game time. I think it's time for him to rest. He's a young guy, let him have some time.
That's the good thing. He'll be taking some time off now, right? But I mean, if you're a good player, if you declare yourself fit, right?
The coach
you have to play, right?
But also, the coach has to be conscious of how he uses you, because you would eventually be very instrumental at a certain stage of the season. Now, we're getting to that very vital stage of that season where you need all your quality players fit and available.
Yeah, the games are coming fast.
Yeah, fast. We have like 3-4 games in a space of how many days? So now that Saka is missing, that's been your most productive outlet.
Yes.
So how are you guys going to tweak things?
I think it could work positively or negatively, right? Because teams already know how to set up against Arsenal. They double Saka up now. So now what are they going to do? What is Arsenal going to...
How is Arteta is going to come in through
on the right?
Yeah, on the right.
But Martinelli, when he went there in that game, he played well, right?
Against Palace.
Yes, it's Palace, right?
And Palace wasn't really sitting back.
So what? You're saying Palace is not good enough?
No, I'm saying that's not going to be the usual gameplay you face every week. So you will meet some low block teams that really don't care about scoring goals.
Yeah.
They just want to sit back and defend.
So it could work in a positive way, or it could be our downfall, because we always go through Saka for almost everything, right?
For everyone who knows me, you already know I'm hoping for Arsenal's downfall. So I'm hoping this is the beginning of the end.
I'm sure when during this game, you probably just turned the TV off like, 2, 3, 4.
I don't even watch Arsenal's games.
Yeah.
So I hate Arsenal that much. Shout out to all my Arsenal fans. Anyways.
Yeah, we're here. I'm here for you guys. And if you have any questions for G Teams, drop it in the comments, or for me, drop it in the comments, and I'll shout it out next week. Everton Chelsea.
To think we're still analyzing Chelsea's game against low block teams and saying maybe some of this Chelsea can create chances.
They know how to break low blocks because of the attacking threat.
What they did though, They didn't just take the chances.
Oh.
They didn't convert most of their chances.
However, Everton had chances as well.
Yeah, Everton had
So
chances as well.
I think the draw is a fair result, right?
Yeah, it was.
Chelsea, maybe the cracks will start to show now, right?
Hopefully not.
Yeah,
As an Arsenal fan, I know you're excited.
No, you think they can...
For a Manchester United fan sitting pretty in 13th, now I'm hoping Chelsea does something good. I'm sitting pretty
So you think Chelsea can keep winning?
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
I hope so.
We'll see. We are here for it.
Anything but Arsenal, bro. So we can have some peace on this channel, you know? Let's have some peace.
We'll see.
You know what I told one of my friends?
Yeah.
I said, even if you finish with the first class and I finish with a pass, in as much as we are both jobless, I love it.
It doesn't matter.
So that's the only issue with Arsenal and Manchester United.
I like that one.
So far we're both jobless. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Leicester Wolves.
Yeah.
Leicester again.
4-0.
3-0. Last week it was 4. Yeah.
Last
week
week it was 4.
What's happening to Rude?
My boy, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
My boy.
At home.
To think I was actually vouching and,
you
all hyped
hoping for good things.
Yeah, but nah. I think Leicester, they need a couple of players. So hopefully going into January, they'll get to sign 1 or 2 players. And maybe we'll be able to...
Do you think they'll stay up?
They're currently 17th.
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah, hopefully.
They can turn it around. They can turn it around.
Except Wolves are terrible.
Yeah, but Wolves, new coach, new manager bounce, 3-0. Cunha again with another goal. Gomez and Congal-Quedes, right?
Yeah.
Good game, 3-0. I'm surprised though. Leicester, I expect better. This is shocking. It's been 2 games, no goals.
No goals.
And you're conceding so many goals.
At home as well.
Yeah, they were home. They need to pick it up. Fulham, Southampton, 0-0. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even watch that game, so now I wasn't bothered. Yeah. Now, Spurs, Liverpool. Okay, before you go, I want to shout out to Richie, all the way from Los Angeles. He wakes up 4:30 in the morning to watch this
almost on.
How do you even support Spurs?
Like how?
How do you support Spurs?
As an African man, what are you doing with Spurs?
Spurs.
They lack history. They lack the present, and I'm not sure about the future.
Richie, I'm sorry.
Manchester United form is still on sale.
This is sad. This is sad. 3-6. They were home. They lost to Liverpool.
I mean, that game was so easy for Liverpool. It was so easy because we've analyzed this thing off the show where we're not even professional coaches or managers.
Yeah,
and you can tell how to.
You know what to do.
Yeah, you can tell how to beat Spurs. And guess what? Spurs changed their approach against City in, was it the Carabao FA Cup?
Yeah, in the Carabao.
No, FA Cup. Was it FA Carabao?
No, Carabao Cup.
And that was how they were able to deal with City's pressure and hit them on the counter.
Man, Ange. I think, I said it last week. I still think at the end of the season, Ange will be sacked. Ange, for me, he's a top team coach. So somewhere like Real Madrid, if you give Ange players, right, he's gonna do stuff.
But one thing I also noticed about Ange is he's stuck in his ways. He doesn't want to change his style of play.
Yes.
And guess what? The few games he's been able to tweak things up.
It's been good, right?
Yeah. And then you want to play with Dragoshin and this other young guy.
That's where I have a problem, right? You have a midfielder at centre back and Dragusin, which is his first season, right? And you're still playing the high line against the best team in Europe now.
Yeah,
in Liverpool.
Devastating attack currently.
When they scored the third goal, I sent you a message. I'm like, this is too easy.
Yeah, too easy. Man, too easy.
Like,
why?
It looked like schoolboy football.
You know the most annoying thing about that game was it was 2-0. Madison got the first goal for Spurs.
2-1.
I think it was
just before halftime.
Yeah, 41. First
and you think, okay, we'll manage this half, and then we're still in the game, right?
Dressing room, you tell them you have a different approach for the second half, and then they went on and considered the third goal, and from then on, it was game over for.
I think Ange is a top coach, but you have to change your approach in games like this.
Hopefully, he listens.
Even what's that guy at Fulham? What's that coach? The Fulham guy. That guy, when you play big teams, you have to respect them. Exactly. I think he was disrespectful to Liverpool, right?
I think he just sees himself being on par with some of the best teams in the world.
Nah. It's not going to work. And Richie, once again, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So 2 goals from Salah. Soboslai, Ruben Diaz, and who's this?
They have scored 2.
Oh yeah, he scored 2. Yeah, he scored 2.
Yeah.
And then Kulusevski, nice goal, right?
Yeah, nice goal.
Madison's goal too was
Madison.
okay, and then Solanke scored as well.
But
So-
Liverpool is beginning to seem shaky
Defensively, right?
Yeah, they concede.
I-
And I think that's what we're talking about shortly before this topic.
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Arsenal 2-3 seasons ago,
Yeah,
when you're sure
you go
can
out.
outscore the opponents, right?
Yeah, and you win the games
win the
by
game,
even
yeah.
if you concede.
Yeah, and 4-3, so far you win the game.
Because they always create chances. The attack is potent,
Always,
right?
always.
So I mean, it's gonna.
And shout out to Salah too for giving me about 42
Yeah,
points.
he's my captain.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. That's
Exciting.
yeah. All right, let's speak about Rashford. What's going on there?
To be honest, I've never really been a fan of Rashford because it's talent or attitude. I would always pick attitude. Rashford is probably very talented, right?
Yeah.
But his attitude is horrible. He doesn't run around. He doesn't want to do any defensive work.
Has he always been that way?
He has always been that way. For
However,
about
2
5
seasons ago,
seasons.
he scored a lot of goals.
Just 30 goals.
30 goals.
Yeah, just 30 goals. Mbappe, to think about it, Mbappe and Rashford started around the same period, right? Mbappe has hit 30 goals.
Yeah,
in his weakest season.
Mbappe is a different
Yeah, but
gravy.
they started off together. I mean, at that point, they were even comparing both of them to have explosive careers.
I
and
think
all
it's
that.
beyond his attitude because
Yeah.
I think there's something going on behind the scenes, right?
No, I don't care about that behind the scenes. You
Why?
know why? Because this guy is being paid 325.
Yeah, however, they've got lives, man.
But what is, like, even if you don't want to do it you're a professional for the first thing. Second thing is do it for the fans. In as much as, I mean, let's go back in time. We had players who had their parents kidnapped, had 1 or 2 personal issues, divorce in marriage, but they always still give their best for their team.
Yeah.
Right? But this new generation of players, you just have a headache and you're giving us excuse, oh, my head is down, you delete your social media accounts. We don't want that.
Because I'll give you another example. Phil Foden as well.
Yeah, with Phil Foden, you can realize that he's trying on the field of play, right? You can see he runs around. He tries to make things happen, right? He helps out defensively. That's the attitude that is missing. Now, the productivity or the output might not equate what he's supposed to because of his potentials and all that.
Yeah.
But you can see he's trying at least. He's trying for the team. He's putting in efforts, right? But with Rashford, his head is always down. It makes it difficult for the other players as well. And guess what? That is one of the virus we have in the team because if you're on 325k a week and I'm on 80k a week and you're not running,
you're not trying.
I'm not going to run as well.
I feel
right?
you. I feel
so most of the guys will just go along with that line of,
and at this point, he's one of your senior players too.
Exactly, he's supposed to lead by example, right? He's a Macunian, from the academy. So
I'm shocked. I was, and people told me that season was a purple patch. I thought it was a joke because he was on fire, right? I was expecting more.
You know what I told you about Rashford, right? Is to be honest, he's an average player.
Now I will say in hindsight.
Yeah.
Now, I'll agree with you.
Because he's had just 2 good seasons in 8 seasons.
Yeah.
And he's almost 30. And that's mid.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
For how much he's getting paid?
Yeah, it's not good enough. Nah, let him go. Let him go. I hope he goes to Arsenal and destroys the team.
No. Arteta, please.
You know, some Arsenal fans, my brother was actually telling me, oh, he wants Rashford in the team.
No.
This you guys will understand
Arsenal, we are not a rehabilitation center. No, I don't want.
But
we don't.
Be, though.
No,
You've been able to revive Havertz's career.
That's all. The doctor is gone. no more. All right. Let's talk about the table. Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
I think they've won the league at this point, right?
To be honest, it's still very much up for grabs.
Nah. Give them the trophy already.
No, it's just what? How many points? They're on 39. Chelsea's on 34. Well, they have a game in hand, right?
Yeah, so if they win their game in hand, they'll be 9 points away from Arsenal, and 8 points away from Chelsea. It's done. Chelsea will be there. Arsenal will be there, but Liverpool is not slowing down, right?
Yeah,
that's my thought process, right? If it was like, oh, you see this week they drop points and then
even when they lose or draw,
everybody does the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
Chelsea
so
dropped
on
points
top of their game.
this week. Last week we dropped points.
They also dropped.
They didn't
points.
even play. You see, the weekend they didn't play. We dropped points as well. So
everything's working out for them.
It's working out for them, right? And they have zero injuries. Konate is back next week, I heard.
Jota is back.
Bradley is coming back as well. Yeah. So everything is working out for Liverpool.
I think this guy is also coming back. The guy they got from Juventus.
Chiesa, he played in the cup, right?
Yeah, so
he played in the cup.
Gradually, Elliott is also back, so they have all their boys back.
So what is this thing that people say about we didn't do enough in the transfer window? Liverpool didn't do anything in the transfer window, basically.
They got one injured player
and
who hasn't even played.
so what's going on? Slot?
I think Slot's effect and also the arrogance of Arsenal. Because I think if Arsenal were very smart with business in transfer window, I think Arsenal...
That's what I'm trying to debunk, though. Because they didn't do any business, and look at where they are.
They have quality up front.
That's the difference. That's the difference. Right? They have quality players.
They have 3-4 players that are quality up front. It will give you 20 plus goals.
That's the difference.
Yeah, but with Arsenal, it's just Saka that gives you most of those goals and assists.
Saka or Odegaard.
Odegaard.
If one player goes down, we're out. We're out.
With Liverpool, even people talk about, if Salah is injured and all that, but I keep telling people that even without Salah, those guys will still produce.
They'll still produce. I agree.
Because look at Gakpo. He just started having his flowers this season. He's been on the bench. He wasn't on the bench last season.
And when he stopped scoring a couple of games ago, Diaz comes up with...
Yeah, and now Diaz... before the last match against Spurs, no one actually paid attention to the fact that Diaz went 8 games without a goal.
Wow.
That's how crazy Liverpool has been.
That's how good they've been.
Yeah,
you didn't even notice.
No one noticed.
That's shocking. So that's my thought process, right? That's why I think the league is done.
Yeah, I think without injuries, they would easily...
City, 15 points, basically.
Just leave the Manchester boys. City and
guess
United,
what?
Just leave
are we going to be hearing that in City next season? That Europa.
Hopefully they go to Conference League, something even lower.
Oh man, that would be beautiful. I would love it.
The crazy thing about the handler of Europa League Twitter account is
funny,
vicious and funny. So it's going to come up with some memes. The former UEFA Champions League winner is...
I'm here for it. Back to where that's where they belong. That's where they belong. They will go back to where they belong. Yeah. Paul Pogba, his brother was sentenced.
Man, it makes me sad.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 brothers and everyone has a family. You can just imagine.
I can't imagine that, right?
It's crazy.
Just imagine Christmas dinner. Who's gonna...
It's just going to be all sad. From now on, I think even before the sentence, it's been a broken family, right?
Their mom, his other brother.
The dad's late, I think.
His other brother.
And they're twins, right?
Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah. And, I mean, I was shocked. I was disappointed. I
think Pogba himself, personally, it will be one of those cases where you feel I can just give up my fame and money just to have peace of mind and love
just
and
to restore
people. It's going to be really bad for him. So going to boxing as well. Usyk and Fury. I told you Usyk was going to defeat Fury.
Yeah, he was.
So I think the referee actually stopped Usyk from knocking Fury out. Yeah, he stopped him. He came in between them and just separated them.
Twice he has defeated Fury now. Twice he has defeated Anthony.
Yeah,
he's the champ.
I think even if I get trained, I can easily beat Joshua up now.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oga. No try
easily.
Barca Atletico.
Man, first Atletico win at Barca's whatever stadium since 2006.
For years. And they got it in the 93rd minute. Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
2-1.
Luis Suarez sent them a complimentary meal after the game.
Are you serious?
To all the Atletico Madrid players.
Wow.
He played for both.
Yeah.
And Atletico. So that was a good gesture.
Nice. Madrid, 4-2. Is Mbappe back?
Yeah, he scored, but I'm not sure Mbappe would, by standards, declare himself as being back.
But Ancelotti said Mbappe is back now, that he's found his foot in
It's just
Madrid.
one game after that statement, right? I hope he gets back to his best because I love Mbappe.
Yeah.
He's a quality footballer. He's serious. In his generation, you can tell that he wants to win.
Top player.
He's not bothered about all that.
He's one of the players I like to watch.
Yeah, he's a good example to set. His finishing is good. He uses both feet. He knows how to move around spaces.
Absolute baller. Absolute baller.
An exceptional talent.
Quickly, let's talk about Bayern 5-1 Leipzig.
Easy, I think.
Did you? That game was crazy. There was the goal in the first minute,
and the second
then
minute.
Equalizer, and then
Bayern just went on.
Bayern ran. And good to see Kane is back, right?
Yeah,
Harry Kane is back.
Yeah.
That guy is probably gonna break the record, right?
Hopefully, he's gonna win a trophy finally.
No, he will. They will win the league this season for sure. They will win they will for sure.
And then maybe Son could leave that team. You know, Spurs is just bad, and they wasted a lot of great talents, man.
Yeah, Spurs.
Let them
Spurs.
Richie once again. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. All right, let's get into next week's games.
Okay.
City Everton.
Two poor teams. I think Everton might even be on form compared to City's very
What, 1 in 12?
games. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a case of two mid-table teams, two poor teams, tussling it out like babies should. So I would give them a draw, to be honest. I wouldn't care less.
Yeah, same thing. Because Everton, in the last 2 games, they've conceded 0 goals. Arsenal, they defended well. Chelsea recently at home, they defended well.
And I think against City, they might just feel, why not if not?
Yeah, why not go for it, right? Because sit back, hit them, and it works. Because we found out they can't defend, right? City can't defend.
Yeah.
I also say 1-1. 1-1 City, 1-1. Bournemouth Palace.
I think Bournemouth is going to defeat Palace. Maybe 3-1. Yeah.
They've been in form. Yeah, I think 2-1. Chelsea Fulham.
Whoa. That's London Derby, right?
Yeah, London Derby. Fulham has been okay recently.
They've been fair.
Right?
But I think, for me, I want Chelsea to succeed. So I think I would lean towards a Chelsea win, 2-1.
Yeah, I'll back Chelsea. I'll back Chelsea because they're at home, right?
Yeah.
Fulham, the best they can get, I think, is a draw. Yeah, I think Chelsea is going to nick it 3-1. 3-1. Newcastle Villa.
Oh, should be a flurry of goals. Might even be the game of the weekend.
Yeah, I think this is the game of the weekend. Because they've been playing well. Both teams coming up.
To pick form.
John Duran.
I think I would lean towards 2-2 or 3-3. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Nah, I'll give it to Newcastle. Just because at St. James's Park, it's difficult for anybody to go there, come out with something. I think Newcastle is going to win. Isaac, give me 1 or 2, please.
I have him now, too.
Thank you. You got him? Good. Forest Spurs.
I think Spurs might win this one.
No, because Forest is at home. Listen, Forest is at home. Forest is playing well. There's no, let me not say there's no way, but I back Forest to win this one. 2-3, 2-1.
Because of my friend Richie, I would just let Spurs win this one. So 2-1.
Ange is there, so Ange is there. Ange won't let that happen, right? And you know what's good about what was it, Forest?
Yeah.
They are good on the break.
Yeah, they are.
Elanga and Hudson-Odoi.
And then they have Morello running from the back. They have Gibson White. They have quality.
With the form Spurs are in, I don't see them winning this game. Okay, Liverpool against Leicester. Liverpool is at home.
I think it's going to be an onslaught of Leicester. I think Liverpool might score 5-6.
Especially how Leicester has been playing in the last 2 games, conceding.
And the way Liverpool just runs tirelessly front.
And Leicester, they are not scoring, they are conceding. Yeah, I think Liverpool is just going to dominate that one. It's going to be an easy game. Easy. Wolves United.
Whoa,
you're going away.
Wolves. The Melanie, it's always been a difficult place for Manchester United to.
For seasons gone by.
It's always been.
Yeah, right.
And now they have a new manager, so to be honest, realistically, it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
And with the way we're set up now, it might be easy for Wolves to also absorb our pressure. And now he's smiling because he wants us to fail. He wants us to fail.
You know why?
So badly.
You know why I'm smiling? I think Wolves is going to win this game.
No, we definitely will win.
2-1 Wolves.
So what's going to happen if we win? Should we shave your beard on set?
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't believe in Wolves that much. And then on Friday, Brentford against Brighton. Brighton is at home.
Brentford
MX Stadium.
At home?
Yeah, Brighton is at home.
I think it's going to be a tight one. So I would give 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
I'll say Brighton win 2-1.
2-2.
Brentford, they are good at home. Away, not so much. Arsenal Ipswich.
Obviously. I mean, I hate Arsenal, but Arsenal is going to have it easy.
What if Ipswich does onto Arsenal what they did to Spurs?
Nah.
It's not going to happen?
Nah, it's not going to happen.
There's no Saka.
It doesn't mean...
No, but they say without Saka we can't play. So like...
No, but you know, with Ipswich, they basically want to also dominate and possess and play.
Oh, yeah, they want to play from the back.
Yeah, so it's going to be very difficult when you don't have that quality to play that kind of game, and you're playing a team with a much higher quality.
Yeah, I saw the goal. Did you see the goals Newcastle scored?
No.
There were 2 mistakes from the back, trying to pass out back,
I mean,
right?
that's the issue with these small teams.
Yeah.
Be humble, right? You think you can play what you did in the championship. You think you can replicate that. That was the same mistake Company made with Burnley last season. You know, you want to replicate that form. That was the same mistake.
You tried to play out the back.
Yeah, also made till he got sacked. Just play what you can play with the players you have available.
Especially when you come to the Premier League, where the quality is top notch, right?
And guess what Nottingham Forest is enjoying now? They just stayed afloat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Stay afloat. Try and reinvest.
Yeah, and when they got the fund from the TV rights and all that, next season they got about, I think, 11 or 12 players. Yeah, and now they're reaping the dividends,
the rewards.
Right? So, I mean, these small teams getting promoted, they're so
sticking to your.
I think it's arrogance.
You need to change. Yeah, you need to change. Don't be Ange. Don't be Ange.
Don't be Ange. Don't be Ange, man.
And that wraps it up for this week.
Yeah, once again, shout out to our creative director, and that's Studioteibophotography. The link is in the bio, so you can click on the link and it will redirect you to the website, and you can book. They are the best you can have, so please.
Yeah, if you're in the Winnipeg area, for sure. This is
Canada, basically. This is
the place to be.
Available to travel as well, so please. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends, family, loved ones. I mean, it's just the beginning of greater things to come, so you should watch out.
And we also want to see you guys in the comment section. We read everything. We want to banter on there. Let us know questions you want us to ask. Whatever you want to see in the next episode, just put it in the comment section, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace out.